Hey guys, Merry Vlogmas. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe below. I'm trying to grow this channel very, very much so. So I am obviously participating in Vlogmas, and I kind of wanted to just have like a chill and relaxed vlog where it's just me and you talking about some 90s stuff. So I am very much so stuck in the 90s. I love everything 90s. It was my era. I claim to be an 80s baby, but the realistic part is I grew up in the 90s. I was born in 83, so the 90s is really where I came to age. I'm eating my hair. I searched the YouTubes and I came across a 90s tag, and I'm gonna do it with you guys. And I thought it was only appropriate because I am home, I am comfy, I got my buffalo check pajama bottoms on, I got my Ugg slippers on, and I got my Friends hoodie on. So I thought it was, Friends, not Friends. I thought it was only appropriate to do a 90s tag. So I am looking at 20 questions. We're gonna start from the top and work our way to the bottom. So question number 1, favorite Disney movie or favorite Disney movie from the 90s? Favorite Disney movie from the 90s would have to be Beauty and the Beast. We'll go with that one. Favorite overall is The Little Mermaid, of course. Favorite music artist of the 90s? NSYNC, man, come on. They're like the only musical geniuses from the 90s. Although I was a really big fan of Ace of Base before NSYNC came out. So we'll go with both. Number 3, favorite candy or sweets? Can we just talk about how the fact that they don't, like the fact that they don't make Butterfinger BBs anymore? Why? 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 Why are they not a thing? They were different than the Butterfinger minis. They're different than Butterfingers. They were fantastic. We need, everything is being revived. We need to revive the Butterfinger BB. Favorite video game of the 90s? So by the time the 90s rolled around, I didn't play too much. I was more of a late 80s Nintendo kid. So I'll answer with that. My favorite was Anticipation, which was literally just like Hangman. You like connected the dots and guessed the word, and it was very me. Next in line would have been The Goonies, and then Super Mario 3. Ooh, and Skate or Die. Favorite McDonald's toy? So I don't remember a lot of Happy Meal toys. I don't think I got them that often, and if I did, I obviously was not impressed with the toys. I remember getting a lot of little mini Barbie figurines and kind of thinking they were pretty awesome. And by a lot, I mean like 2. Favorite book? So my favorite book from the 90s. So I kind of can't answer that question. Favorite clothing store? Scream. Hands down, Scream. So it was this store. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of the store Scream, but there was a store that came before it called Merry-Go-Round, and I'm fairly certain that this was like an extra venture of that company. So it carried platform sandals, platform sneakers, platform flip-flops, Jinko, everything. They had raver skirts. One in particular, I remember my friend Leanna had a scratch and sniff skirt. It was black. But my favorite thing, which is fitting because I'm in a hoodie now, was this tan hoodie that had like a little dude on the front and like this big dude on the back. It was the same guy, and it just said Scream on it. I lived in that thing. Like, it had ketchup stains all over the sleeves. It was just, I wore that until it basically disintegrated off of my body. I can tell you exactly where it was in the Ashland Mall too, but I won't bore you with that. Favorite Nick Jr. program. So the stuff that I remember from Nick Jr. is like Under the Umbrella Tree, Gummy Bears, Gnomes, things like that. And I think it just came to me. it just came to me. Eureka's Castle. That show was my jam. I loved that thing, and I watched it way longer than I should have. Like, way longer. And what would you watch when you came home from school? So it depends. I was a very vast age difference in the 90s. So I started off the 90s at 6 and ended the 90s at 16. So it was a very big difference. So when I would come home from school at 6 or 7, I watched cartoons. I would watch Nick Jr. I would watch the Disney Channel. And as I got older, it progressed, and I came home to TRL. I remember watching Barney when I was little and not liking it. Like, even at like 7 or 8, being like, the hell is this? But the main thing I remember watching, we'll say as like a 7 to 9-year-old, was the Beetlejuice cartoon. And then it really just escalated straight to like MTV and TRL. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? NSYNC, of course. Britney or Christina? I am balls to the wall Britney. Never really, like, I liked Genie in a Bottle, and I kind of liked younger Christina, sort of. But it was very much so NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, Christina or Britney. It was always NSYNC and Britney. They kind of went hand in hand. I mean, come on. But new Christina, she needs to go away. What was your favorite Nickelodeon cartoon of the 90s? Cartoon, probably Gummy Bears. Unless Beetlejuice was a Nickelodeon cartoon. I don't remember if it was. Your favorite Nickelodeon game show of the 90s? Game show? Guts, I guess? Was that on Nickelodeon? Ooh, and I liked Legends of the Hidden Temple. I enjoyed that a lot. Which had better TV shows, SNCC or TGIF? So this question shouldn't be a question because they had completely different types of shows. SNCC had shows that were intended for teenagers. That's what they were. It had Are You Afraid of the Dark? It had things of that nature. I think Clarissa Explains It All was on there. TGIF had family-friendly shows like Hang Out with Mr. Cooper and Step by Step and Family Matters and Full House. Honestly, I think TGIF wins hands down. Hands down. How many Beanie Babies do you own, and did you own, and which were your favorites? I think I only had the one, and it was the Erin bear, and I was like, it's a stuffed animal. Like, it never really caught on with me. Did you own a virtual pet? I did not. I thought they were freaking stupid, and I still think that. What was your favorite video game system and your favorite game for it? So I loved my Nintendo, but I did have a Game Boy, and I used to play Yoshi's Cookie, which was pretty much just a matching game. Like, you matched 3 in a row. What was the best Disney movie of the 90s? Best Disney movie overall? Probably Beauty and the Beast. Which world event affected you the most in the 90s? So I was pretty oblivious to most world events, much like I am today. But I distinctly remember my parents were watching the news, and it had to have been early 90s, like 90, 91. And I remember hearing that a jet or a bomber of some sort of military plane had flown over a country and bombed them. And I mean, it was the Gulf War. It was the first war that I remember. That should be a sentence. The first war I remember. Tell me that's not something. And I just remember thinking, they're gonna bomb us next. And like for days, I just kept thinking of a bomb falling on my house and all of us just dying. And it screwed me up for a little while. And then I very quickly got over it because, I don't know, something shiny. But that's what I thought. Like, I legit thought that we were gonna die. Like, they were gonna bomb Haddon Township, New Jersey, and we were all gonna die. The question is, would you rather be born in any other time period, and if so, which one? So I don't know. loved growing up in the 90s, but I don't particularly care for being an adult in this day and age. And I think my personality would have been very well suited in the 50s and 60s. So I don't know, maybe I could have been born in that era and survived it and been okay with it. But I don't know if I would have liked living as an adult in the 60s. So there's never really any perfect decade for anybody to live in. You're always gonna find something. But I don't know, I think I'm pretty happy with growing up in the 90s. Wasn't too shabby. That concludes the 90s tag, you guys. I had fun doing that, and I'm gonna add one more question for fun. And if you guys don't know the answer to this, then you don't know me very well at all. What is your favorite TV show from the 90s? Yeah? Yeah. I'm a Friends fan through and through. As a matter of fact, while this video transfers from my camera to my phone, I will be watching Friends on Netflix. Ah. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe, share me with your friends, like all of the things, and I will talk to you guys later.